Hopefully that came all right. Um, been kind of trying to play it with the soprano, alto, tenor, bass all in there and just kind of improvising. I haven't written it down at all yet. One of my students is getting ready to go on his mission. I've been teaching him since he was little. He's a really talented guitarist. Shreds the rock stuff. Plays really good classical, a little bit of jazz. Quite a blues guy. And so I told him, hey, how about Onward Christian Soldiers? We sang this in July, which makes sense. Kind of, we have the whole Independence Day, Pioneer Day thing going on. And we sang this a ton on my mission. Makes sense as a missionary song. Makes sense as basically people trying to serve a cause. I apologize that I haven't posted a whole lot of guitar arrangements lately. I've actually been kind of involved in a cause that I feel like we were assigned by the past prophets and general authorities. David O. McKay said, besides, what is it, defending the gospel of Jesus Christ or something like that, there's nothing the members of the church should be more united behind than defending the Constitution of the United States. I've been studying the Constitution a ton and had a little project I was doing with it. I feel like the Constitution, it's not about like rah rah America. It's not about, if you look up what President Kimball said in the False Gods We Worship, he says, we dress a man up in military garb and give him weapons of war and we call him a patriot. And he wasn't saying that in a complimenting manner. I think the purpose of the Constitution is about God's plan of agency, about loving all of our fellow man's agency and freedoms as much as we love our own. Kind of the second great commandment, right? And I think the Constitution, the founders really had that in mind. They didn't want to. So I'd recommend to anybody, look up President Benson's talk, The Proper Role of Government. It's all about that kind of thing, really. And then the Constitution, a Heavenly Banner. He was the prophet during the bicentennial of the Constitution. And he basically says in that talk that the Constitution is going to be saved in the future. That was still a concern on his mind, that we had been whittling away at every major clause of the Constitution, and that it would be saved, as prophesied by the Joseph Smith, by members of the church and citizens who just loved the freedom and loved God's ways. Or anyhow, read the talk. It's I consider it the prelude to the family of proclamation for the world. It's that level of stuff. It was directed to all members of the church. I mean, the Doctrine and Covenants says the Constitution was that God established it for all flesh, right? Look up what the Doctrine and Covenants says about it. I'd recommend it. But anyhow, kind of a missionary song here, kind of a cause, getting behind a cause, patriotic, pioneer, what have you. I say get behind it. Try to do something good for the right reasons, I'm going to go ahead and try playing this again. It's been getting improvised, literally trying to follow the soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully that sounds okay.